Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin inverse head and shoulders, crazy Bitcoin divergences, and some of the most bullish charts I've seen in many months. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including some massive divergences you need to know about, and some of the most awesome charts I've seen in a long time. Plus this awesome inverse head and shoulders. We'll be going over the exact targets if you stay tuned. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push that like button. And today's episode is sponsored by geckoway, so stay tuned for a sponsored ad read. Now, today, Bitcoin fear and greed at 46, sideways from yesterday, but up from last week and last month. The overall market sideways today, Bitcoin at 26,697, Ethereum at 1631, BNB at 216, XRP 49 cents, Cardano 24 cents, Dogecoin 6 cents, Toncoin 236, and Solana $19. And Bitcoin still sitting in this wedge. Actually, it's right at the center of the wedge right now, bound to break out by October 10th. But check this. There is a nice inverse head and shoulders forming right here, where if Bitcoin price makes it to $27,000, a mere $500 from where it is right now, guess what? That will complete the inverse head and shoulders, and that would likely send the price to $29,000, breaking it out of this wedge, and that could be just the beginning for Bitcoin. Now, who knows about this? How about the whales? Significant accumulation by whales. If we see the Bitcoin trend accumulation scored by cohort, those with greater than 10,000 Bitcoin have been accumulating while everybody else has been fearful. Maybe it's time to catch up with the rest of them, because as of right now, Bitcoin is still under fair value. This line in the middle is fair value. Right now, Bitcoin is still undervalued, so it's still a great buy despite not being $15,000. Now, if we take a look at things right now, there are some very clear divergences that you need to pay attention to, because eventually divergences tell us what's going on behind the scenes. Eventually prices catch up with these divergences. First divergence you need to know about is while Bitcoin consolidates around $26,000, the number of new Bitcoin addresses is reaching new higher highs on a parabolic increase. This is one of the most bullish divergences from an on-chain perspective. Price pretty much going sideways, number of addresses growing exponentially. Also, if we take a look here, Bitcoin is loading up for something big. As the price has been going down, RSI not only has been going up right here, but also has been coiling in this triangle for a massive RSI breakout. So we have a bullish divergence and a coiling, most likely a massive move in the works for Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, if we follow the money, if you watch detective shows often enough, they tell you follow the money. Well, if we follow the money flow index for Bitcoin, it accurately signaled the bottom for each cycle. You can see where it goes from down to going up. But not only that, when it crosses over this line at the 0.10 level, roughly, well, guess what? That is the beginning of all up territory. We are just at that right now. So get ready for some fireworks, because we have some absolutely insane charts coming up. But before we get into that, today's episode is sponsored by geckoway, a brand new meme coin with values defined by ancient gecko mythology. Geckoway believes in a fair launch, no pre-sale, no sneaky team allocations. All the tokens are minted and placed in the liquidity pool upon launch, fair and square, just the way it should be. Now, what's essential in the world of crypto? Trust and security. With geckoway, you can rest easy knowing that their liquidity is locked. The LP tokens are burnt forever, leaving absolutely no chance of a rug pull. You can even verify this on chain. That's some serious peace of mind for us crypto lovers. Holding Gecko tokens isn't just about making money. It's about living the Gecko way ethos. It's about humor, prosperity, unity, diversity, respect for nature, and empowerment. Who wouldn't want to be part of that? And here's the juicy part. Gecko is on its way to becoming the meme coin of the Base network. With aspirations of hitting a market cap of 50 million, you'll want to get in on this action early. But it doesn't stop there. Geckoway is also on a mission to drive adoption of the Base network, aiming for a whopping 200,000 holders. Imagine being part of that growth story. Now, as you may have heard, liquidity is shifting from Coinbase to the Base network, and holding Gecko tokens is one fantastic way to benefit from this tremendous growth. In fact, Gecko has a full 3-year marketing plan, so there's plenty of room for growth and excitement in the coming years. Now, I know you're eager to get your hands on some Gecko, so don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out the link in the description to learn more about Gecko, and visit the Crypto Love Twitter account for a tutorial walkthrough on how to purchase your own bags of Gecko. Get ready to embark on a geckoway journey filled with humor, prosperity, and a whole lot of excitement. Now, as we continue with Bitcoin, we can see we just recently had a Bitcoin death cross that we were talking about on the channel. You can see this right here, the 50 and 200 day moving average. And if we see historically these death crosses, even though sometimes there's a little bit of down right afterwards, what happens also is a lot of up. Now, we have a death cross after a bear market, potentially a lot of up. And that's not the only important cross. If we take a look at the 150 and 200 WMA bullish cross on the 3-day charts, back in 2016 and 2012, this cross also signified massive all up territory. We have that cross again right now. So a lot of indicators suggesting we are in for some big Bitcoin moves. Every time Bitcoin breaks out of a falling wedge, we have some massive gains for Bitcoin. You can see there are some huge gains historically, potentially some good ones coming up in the future. And the Nikkei Stock Exchange, Japan's leading index, after breaking out of a downtrend, has led Bitcoin in pumps in every single market previously. It has broken out already. Bitcoin should be soon to follow, because if we take a look on a longer perspective, Bitcoin does have a weekly megaphone pattern here. You can see the downside of it, but take a look at the upside of it towards $60,000 to $80,000, because these charts are likely going to blow your mind. There's only been 2 times in Bitcoin's history that the ROC and SROC indicator have turned red, like you can see right down here and also right down here. The first time was in 2015, 2016, and the second time is now in 2023. Now, at that time, it changed from red to green after 305 days, and the strongest bull run to date began where Bitcoin 100x'd. Guess what? In October, it will be 305 days again. And if you want to know where we could likely be headed, check out this chart. Blew my mind. Fibonacci always has all the answers for us. Now, if we take a look from the top to the bottom here, we have that fib extension. Now, that was a local top right here, but if we take from that to the bottom again, well, that fib extension was the absolute top for that cycle. This was the 100x run that we were just talking about. Now, again, if you take from that top to the bottom, guess what? Fib extension, the next cycle top. Well, we take from that top to the bottom right here. Guess where the next cycle top likely will be? That's right, $250,000 per Bitcoin. I hope that gets you excited like it does for me, because that's all for today's episode. But I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.